Good morning, friends. Today we will discuss about the excess pressure across the free surface of liquid. Pressure is nothing but the force per unit area acting normally on the surface. This is called pressure. As we have seen, the angle of contact, then explanation of angle of contact, that is the nature of free surface of liquid, whether it is obtuse, whether it is concave, convex, and the angle of contacts are acute, obtuse or zero. Now we will discuss the excess pressure across the free surface of liquid. Now suppose if the free surface of liquid is plane, means this is plane surface. For example, a liquid which completely wet the solid comes in contact with the solid, then its free surface is plane. Means this type of liquid, that is surface is plane. Now consider 2 points on opposite side of plane surface, A and B, where point B is inside the liquid and point A is in air. Now as the surface is plane, then the force due to surface tension acting on both the sides is equal, and therefore there is no resultant pressure acting on surface. It means that the pressure at point A is equal to pressure at point B. Means if the free surface of liquid is plane, then the pressure on both the sides is same. Now we consider figure B, that is a free surface of liquid is concave. This surface is, for example, if a liquid which partially wet the solid comes in contact with the solid, then its free surface is concave. And if the free surface is concave, then the force due to surface tension acting in vertically upward direction, that is on concave side, and it exerts the excess pressure on that side. It means that the pressure on concave surface or the pressure on concave side is greater than the pressure on convex side. Means this can be written as PA greater than PB. Thus, if the free surface is concave or convex, then the pressure on concave side is greater than the pressure on convex side. Similarly, in this case also, this is a free surface of convex surface, means a liquid which does not wet the solid. For example, mercury glass pair. In this case, the resultant force due to the surface tension acting in vertically downward direction, and therefore the pressure exerted in downward direction. It means that the point B is on concave side and point A is on convex side. So the pressure on concave side is greater than pressure on convex side. Means here PB will be greater than PA. Thus we can say if the free surface of liquid is plane, then the pressure on both the sides is equal. If the free surface of liquid is curved, that is either concave or convex, then the pressure on concave side is always greater than pressure on convex side. And this phenomena can be used to explain the rise or fall of liquid in capillary, which will we see later. Now we see the excess pressure in drops and bubbles. As we know that due to the surface tension of liquid, the drops and bubbles are spherical in shape, because in definition of surface tension we have seen that small droplet of liquid, means water, raindrop or mercury droplets, are always spherical in shape. and this is due to the surface tension. These drops or bubbles are not collapse because the external pressure on the drop is smaller than that in the internal pressure. Means PO be the external pressure and PI be the internal pressure. Then the PO is smaller than PI. That is PI is greater than PO, and we have to determine here the excess pressure. So consider a small drop of water. Suppose this is a drop of water. This is the center O. It is suppose spherical in shape, and R be the radius of this droplet or drop. Now suppose the radius of this drop is increased to dr, and therefore the new radius of drop will be r plus dr. Now this radius is increased through small distance dr, and therefore the new radius will be r plus dr. Now let Pi be the internal pressure or inner pressure. We can say internal or inner pressure. PO be the outer pressure. R be the original radius of drop, and dr be the increase in radius. R plus dr be the final radius. Now initial surface area. Initial area of drop A1 is equal to 4 pi r square. Final area of drop A2 is equal to 4 pi r plus dr square. It means that 4 pi r square plus twice into 4 pi means 8 pi r dr plus means r square plus twice r dr plus dr square means 4 pi r or 4 pi dr square, or simply we can write here. First we solve bracket 4 pi in bracket r square plus twice r dr plus dr square. But here dr is very small as compared to r, and therefore dr is neglected. This dr is neglected. Therefore this A2 can be written as only 4 pi in bracket r square plus twice r dr. Therefore A2 becomes 4 pi r square plus 8 pi r dr. Now increase in area, that is dA is equal to A2 minus A1, and therefore this becomes this A2 minus this A1, then 4 pi r square minus 4 pi r square cancelled, and this dA will be equal to 8 pi r into delta r. This is equation 1. This is value of dr, this is dA, that is increasing surface area. Now let capital T be the surface tension of liquid, and therefore the work done to increase the surface area of liquid from radius r to dr, म्हणजे ओरिजिनल रेडियस r आहे, नंतरची रेडियस dr आहे, म्हणजे रेडियस r वरून r प्लस dr झाली. याचाच अर्थ dr ने वाढली, रेडियस dr ने वाढली म्हणजे त्याचा सरफेस एरिया वाढला. And to increase the surface area of liquid from A1 to A2 through small radius dr, some work must be done, and this work done is given by dW is equal to T into A, that is increase in area. dW is equal to T into dA, and therefore dW is equal to T into 8 pi r dr. This dW is equal to T into 8 pi r dr. This is equation number 2. Now let dF be the excess force, dP is equal to Pi minus Po is equal to excess pressure, and therefore excess force upon excess pressure, that is excess pressure is equal to excess force upon area, and therefore Pi minus Po is equal to dF upon A. It means that Pi minus Po is equal to dF upon 4 pi r square. Therefore dF is equal to Pi minus Po into 4 pi r square. This is excess force acting on the drop. Write down this for your notes. Now we have to calculate the work done due to this excess force. So this force is used to increase the surface area, or this force is used to increase the radius of this drop from r to r plus dr, and therefore work done, work done dW is equal to this excess force dF into increasing area dr. Therefore dW is equal to Pi minus Po 4 pi r square into dr. This is equation number 3. Now from 1 and 3, 1 means this, sorry, not 1, from 2 and 3 means this, dW is equal to T into 8 pi r dr, and this dW is equal to this. So Pi minus Pi into 4 pi r square dr is equal to T into 8 pi r into dr. Now dr get cancelled, this r get cancelled, and 4 pi and 2 pi get cancelled. Therefore there will be Pi minus Po is equal to 2T upon r. This is excess pressure exerted by the drop. This is also known as Laplace's law. This is Laplace's law. Now instead of water, if we consider the soap bubble, or if we consider soap solution, means bubble of soap solution, then the soap solution has two surfaces, and therefore this excess pressure can be written as, for soap bubble, excess pressure Pi minus Po can be written as 4T upon R, because soap solution has two surfaces and therefore they exert two surface areas. This is nothing but the expression for excess pressure. Now we see capillarity or capillary action. So before to explain capillary action or capillarity, first we see what is capillary tube. So capillary tube is a glass tube having very small fine pore and open at both the ends, is called capillary tube. When this capillary tube dip in a liquid, then liquid may be rise inside the capillary or fall inside the capillary. And this phenomena of rise or fall of capillary, or this phenomena of rise or fall of liquid inside the capillary when it is dipped into the liquid is called capillarity or capillary action. Means if we consider a liquid which completely wet or partially wet the solid, and if the capillary dip inside that liquid, then the liquid level rises inside the capillary. This is theta is less than 90 degree. This is liquid. Now if we consider a liquid in a beaker which does not wet the solid, means for which the free surface is convex and the capillary tube is deep inside the liquid, then the liquid level fall inside the capillary. This is mercury glass, and the theta is obtuse, greater than, this is theta less than, this is theta greater than 90 degree. Now in this case, when this capillary tube dip in a liquid which completely wet or partially wet the solid, then the liquid level rises. Same capillary tube is dipped into the liquid which does not wet the solid, then liquid inside the capillary fall. This phenomena is called capillarity or capillary action. Now we state the capillarity or capillary action. The phenomena of rise or fall of liquid inside the capillary when it is dipped into the liquid is called capillarity or capillary action. Now we see the applications of capillarity. There are so many applications of capillarity. Water rises up the crevices in rocks. दगडामध्ये वगैरे जे फटी असतात, भेगा असतात, त्याच्यामध्ये वॉटर रायजेस होत आहे. त्याच्यानंतर ब्लॉटिंग पेपर ॲब्झॉर्ब्स इंक. फिल्टर पेपर और ब्लॉटिंग पेपर इंक ॲब्झॉर्ब करतो. आपल्या घरी सुद्धा बघा, जर फरचीवरती जर पाणी जर सांडलं असेल तर आपण त्याच्यावरती सुती कापड टाकतो किंवा पोता टाकतो ना, किंवा पायपोच जो म्हणतो, जो धाग्यांपासून बनलेला आहे तो पायपोच टाकतो. तो पायपोच काय करतोय, तो धाग्याचा म्हणजे पाणी जो आहे ते धागे काय करतात, ॲब्झॉर्ब करतात. सेम कॉन्सेप्ट कॅपिलॅरिटी. दिस इज नथिंग बट कॅपिलॅरिटी. ऑइल रायजेस अप द विक ऑफ लॅम्प. जे वात म्हणतो दिव्याची वात, खाली तेल राहते, वरती वात राहते. जोपर्यंत तेल दिव्यामध्ये आहे तोपर्यंत वात पेटत राहते. म्हणजे काय करते ती वात, तो पाणी तेल ॲब्झॉर्ब करतोय वरती. म्हणजेच ऑइल रायजेस अप द विक ऑफ लॅम्प ड्यू टू कॅपिलरी ॲक्शन. आता आपल्याला पाहायचं आहे एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ कॅपिलरी ॲक्शन. म्हणजे हे जे लिक्विड कॅपिलरी ट्यूबमध्ये राईज किंवा फॉल होते ते कशी होते ते पाहायचं आहे. एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ कॅपिलरी ॲक्शन. म्हणजे कॅपिलरी ट्यूब मध्ये लिक्विड राईज कसा होते आणि फॉल कसा होते ते पाहू. तर त्यासाठी आपण असं करू, पहिल्यांदा पाहू फॉल ऑफ लिक्विड. फॉल ऑफ लिक्विड आणि सिमिलरली आपण राईज ऑफ लिक्विड पण पाहू शकतो. फॉल ऑफ लिक्विड बघा. Consider a beaker that contains a liquid which does not wet the solid, that is mercury filled in a glass beaker. Suppose this is mercury glass pair. Before, now dip the capillary inside the mercury. Dip this capillary inside the mercury. Now before to fall the mercury inside the capillary, observe the meniscus. Meniscus observe केला. ऑब्झर्व केल्यानंतर तुम्हाला हा meniscus असा कॉन्व्हेक्स दिसेल आणि इथून असा कॉन्व्हेक्स दिसेल, इकडे प्लेन दिसेल, इथून कॉन्व्हेक्स थोडासा इकडे प्लेन दिसेल असा. तर ऑब्झर्व द meniscus before fall of the mercury in the capillary tube. Now consider 4 points. Point A, point B. This is A, this is B. This point is C, this point is D. Now consider 4 points A, B, C and D such that point A is outside the convex surface inside the capillary. Point B towards the or inside the capillary outside the concave surface. Point C outside the capillary outside the liquid. And point D outside the capillary inside the liquid, in such a way that there are 4 points. And suppose this surface is plane because it forms the meniscus at only the point of contact and not throughout the surface. So this is plane surface. Now let PA, PB, PC and PD be the pressure. PA, PB, PC and PD काय आहे pressure at point A, B, C and D. Now observe the diagram, and as we have seen the pressure on two sides of the curved surface or free surface. Using this concept we will explain. So observe the figure, that is PA, PB, PC and PD is the pressure at point A, B, C and D respectively. Now PA less than PB because point A is on convex side, B is on concave side, and we have seen that pressure on concave side is greater than pressure on convex side. म्हणजे कॉन्केव साइडचा प्रेशर जास्त, कॉन्वेक्स साइडचा प्रेशर कमी, म्हणजेच पीए कमी राहील पीबी पेक्षा, म्हणून पीए इज लेस दॅन पीबी. देन पीए इज इक्वल टू पीसी. कारण काय, तर दोन्ही पॉइंट हे कुठे आहेत, एअर मध्ये आहेत, दॅट इज ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. देन पीसी इज इक्वल टू पीडी. का बरं, तर सी आणि डी हे दोन्ही पॉइंट कसे आहेत, प्लेन सरफेसच्या अपोजिट साइडला आहेत. आणि आपण काय पाहिलं होतं, इफ द लिक्विड सरफेस इज प्लेन then the pressure on two side is equal, therefore PC is equal to PD. Plane surface means PA less than PB, PA is equal to PC, PC is equal to PD. It means that, see, PD is equal to PC, PC is equal to PA. It means that PA is equal to PD, and therefore from 1, 2 and 3 PD is greater than PB from 1, 2 and 3. This is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So from 1, 2 and 3 PD is greater than PB. Now observe this figure. Even though the point D and B both are in the same level, in the same liquid, only difference is that the point D is outside the capillary and point B is inside the capillary. The pressure at point D is greater than, sorry, PA less than PB means PD less than PB. Even though the point B and D are at the same horizontal level in the same liquid, difference is that the point D is outside the capillary and point B is inside the capillary. Therefore, and the pressure D at point D is less than the pressure at point B, means pressure at point B is greater. But the liquid has a equilibrium condition. Which equilibrium condition? To attain the same pressure. म्हणजे जोपर्यंत बी आणि डी चा प्रेशर सारखा येणार नाही तोपर्यंत ते इक्विलिब्रियम कंडिशन मध्ये येणार नाही. आता B वरती प्रेशर जास्त आहे, मग तो सार काढण्यासाठी काय करेल, एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर तो बाहेरच्या साईडनी बाहेर टाकेल, म्हणजेच B चा प्रेशर तो बाहेर टाकेल, म्हणजे ही जी लेवल आहे ही बाहेरची लेवल वाढेल. याचाच अर्थ हा जो पॉइंट आहे हा पॉइंट खाली येईल B, म्हणजेच ह्या ठिकाणी काय होईल, लिक्विड लेवल फॉल इनसाइड द कॅपिलरी. कधीपर्यंत, टिल द प्रेशर at point B becomes equal to the pressure at point D, and this is the reason why the mercury fall inside the capillary tube. Similar phenomena can be explained for water. The meniscus of water is concave, and therefore the pressure at point A will be greater than pressure at point B. Since the pressure at point D will be greater than the pressure at point B, same concept. In this way, the water can rise or fall inside the capillary. After this, we will derive an expression for rise or fall of liquid inside the capillary tube.